Let's go, let's go, let's go. To the top, to the top, to the top. Stay down and ran it up. Stay down and ran it up. Welcome to Not Safe for Work podcast. I am your host, Juice, Elliot to be exact, and I'm with my two homies. Today we got
Bull Piz.
Bull H.
We want to thank y'all for joining for the first official episode of Not Safe for Work, where we discuss sports, music, entertainment, and all things pop culture. Last night, the Timberwolves beat the Suns 120-105 in the first round of the playoffs. Ant Edwards had 33 points, 6 assists, and 9 rebounds. Do y'all think that Ant Edwards can go on a D-Wade run this year?
Absolutely. First of all, Timberwolves, complete team. You can't just look at it from like an Ant standpoint. Like, not when I say that, people are like, "Oh, he's too young." The Timberwolves, they need one more piece, but it's like you could have said the same thing about the Nuggets last year. Like this time last year, before the Nuggets went on the run, nobody was looking at them to, win the chip. Like, really think about this time last year. Like, who the niggas had winning the chip? It was not Denver. So, you got Ant. He said, they got KD. We got Jalen McDaniels. Jalen McDaniels is strapped. So, he's just strapped. So, he be locking niggas up. I think they're the most complete team. Only thing is, though, they can run out of buckets. Like, Mike Conley is over under.
And bro, that's my true concern about the team is like where they gonna find offense. Like Ant is due. Like he has 3 good games and he has a game where he scores 12 on 5 for 24.
And that's where Cat come in. I mean, so.
That's a trick question though. You said do you have faith in Ant Edwards to make a run? Yeah, I have faith in Ant Edwards, but I don't got faith in Rudy Gobert and Jalen McDaniels and all them other dudes to fill in that role.
I mean, defensively, you have faith in them.
Defensively for sure, but D-Wade has some guys on that team.
You gotta look at who they gotta beat. So let me pull it up. So they play. Obviously, they get past Phoenix, then they would have to go on to play the winner of. I think they play the winner of OKC and the Pelicans.
I like OKC all day.
Over Minnesota, they too light in the ass, bro.
They might lose on the rebounds. But I feel like they're
enough.
But who's on the Timberwolves bench?
It's a great question. All right, so the 4-5 winner, they play. Yeah, they would have to go on and play. Yeah, so they're on OKC side of the bracket. Yeah, because I think this is a tougher side of the bracket anyway. So it's going to be out of Denver and Minnesota. If Denver gets past the Lakers, Minnesota gets past Phoenix, they meet up.
Minnesota's beating
Denver. Whoever win out of Minnesota and Denver is going to win the chip, I think. Because the Mavs and the Clippers, Kawhi not even playing. The Mavs, they don't play defense well enough. And then you got OKC and the Pelicans. So it's really out of Denver, Minnesota, the Lakers, and Phoenix coming out of the West. So I think they can do it, though. And then it don't mean they about to be a dynasty or nothing like that. They can just go on a run.
So in the most recent memory, we talking a Kawhi Leonard run on the Raptors.
What, 2019? Yeah, but like KD got hurt and then Clay got hurt. So
that's what they're going to need, in my opinion. They don't. Edwards is the only 30-point scorer.
And Jamal Murray roll his ankle and shit.
Yeah, something like that. Then they can win. Now it's more even.
I don't know, but if I had to put my money on it. Yeah, I'm about to put some money on that shit.
So, moving on to the Eastern Conference, last night, my Sixers,
Our Sixers.
or us, my fault, our Sixers lost to the Knicks, 111-104, hard fought game, real throwback Eastern Conference, game 1 game. Brunson was held relatively in check most of the game. But performances from like McBride, Hart, and some good minutes off the bench from the backup big. I forget his name. What's his name?
Ooh,
Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, they play well. Do you think the Knicks can sustain this success going forward the rest of the series? H.
I sure hope not. At this point, we did good on their best player. We locked up Brunson. Maxey did his thing. His defense has improved light years from last year. And Embiid, unfortunately, I think his brain, his mind is going to get in the way of things.
What you mean?
As in, his mind is telling his body what he can do, but his body's not allowing it. And I think that when he did that dunk, it was him trying to prove to himself that I'm back.
Oh, the putback?
Yeah, one of the best dunks ever. Let's not. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So Embiid did finish the game with 29 points, 2 steals, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Not good enough. We need you in the fourth, buddy.
How many minutes he played?
Embiid played 36 minutes last night.
We need the fourth quarter, Embiid. That's the problem. And personally, another thing, I think the reason why Sixers have a lot of playoff failures at the end of the game is because we solely run the offense through Embiid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the Knicks want. I told somebody that shit yesterday. Like it's gonna come down to Maxey and Brunson. This shit go through Embiid. That knee gonna flare up. That shit probably on fire right now. This nigga Embiid, they're gonna keep throwing Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson. Who the other big they throw at Embiid? It's hacking. It's just them two. They put OG on him, right?
Yeah. The Bull Sims not playing.
It's going to come down to Maxey, bro. Like, Maxey, what he had? He played 43 minutes. He got the motor.
Maxey ended with 33 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds.
Tobias is unplayable, bro. He's a fucking terrorist. He had 7, 9, and 2.
I see you guys discussing what the Sixers need to do to win. I think if the Sixers play that same game again, they win 9 out of 10 times.
But bro, DiVincenzo, he went 3 for 10 and had 8. When
has Dante DiVincenzo been known as a playoff performer?
What I'm saying is, like, we talking about what Josh Hart not going to do again. It's like DiVincenzo, he had an anomaly.
No, it's not just Josh Hart. Josh Hart wasn't even a guy for me. It was McBride. I think that McBride thing, how can you walk into a game and be like, we're going to get 20 from McBride and 20 from Hart?
Okay, let me ask you
this. Like, you can't expect that.
Do you think our shooters are going to outperform their shooters? Is the question.
I don't think it's a shooting thing. I think we got quality shots. Did we miss the shots?
That's what I'm saying.
We missed the shots, but we got quality shots. The Knicks shots. It was the degree of difficulty on those Knicks shots.
With Embiid in the game.
No, just in general.
Okay.
I can't think of a play where they got like an easy layup, an easy wide open 3, other than like the OG 3 at the end of the game. When Tobias had a meltdown.
McBride had a couple open.
No, I don't know. McBride was making like off the dribble pull up threes and transit. Like, I just don't know if you could depend on that game in and game out as the series get deeper and deeper and deeper. And I just think in the end of the day, the Sixers top 2 is going to beat out the Knicks top 1. That's
what it is then.
Man. First of all right, so let's say Josh Hart and McBride. Let's just say they go down to their averages, right? But let's just say OG and DiVincenzo go to their averages. That's virtually the same game. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, McBride and Hart play out of their minds, but if they don't, Anobi and Brunson and DiVincenzo, they didn't play well either.
But neither of those guys are known for any playoff performances ever, though. So it's just who
on the Sixers is outside of Lowry?
That's the thing. The Sixers don't need amazing performances from each player in the game as the Knicks do. The Knicks need multiple guys to show up offensively every night. The Sixers need 1.5 guys. One extra guy and a half of another guy.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Produce offense, because they're going to get so much offense from Embiid and Maxey. So you just need one other guy and then half of another guy.
Right. This shit going to come down to moments. This shit going to go to 7.
and not to interrupt you, bro. Most of all, rebounding. That's we got our rebounded about 20.
The Knicks get offensive rebounds.
20 rebounds. So I think if we put a more of an emphasis on rebounding, that's why I wouldn't be surprised if we see Paul Reed and Embiid lineups together for rebounding purposes. But we're gonna produce offense regardless. So it's just like, yo, the Knicks had all these extra possessions to produce offense, and even in those possessions, it was so difficult. It's 20 dribbles, post fade, like pull up threes. It's just I don't see that carrying over for the full series.
Yeah, we gotta wait for some adjustments. See if Tibbs can make it easier. But so what's the prediction? Sixers and what then?
And 6, confidently. We need to get put money on a sticker or a button or something.
Set Embiid down
for what?
No, Embiid 30.
Right. Is he not gonna get healthy?
It's just what it is. You gotta take your shots when you got them.
Sixers and 7. I'll go Sixers and 7.
Man, that was the last game the Knicks winning. That's all I'm saying.
The last game they winning?
Last game they winning. Nick Nurse about to hop in the lab. You know, them halftime motivation speeches is happening right now. We cool. I got faith in Paul Reed. If Paul Reed can give us a double-double every night, we'd be straight.
So going forward, because, you know, we can have our predictions about the Sixers this series, but going forward, we kind of know they have a ceiling of Eastern Conference Finals.
Who they got playing the next round?
The next round, they would play the winner of
Boston.
No, they would play
Magic
Cavaliers.
Yeah. We're going to go to the conference.
Yo, so there's a possibility they go to the conference finals. I'm just saying they maxing out at that.
It's their best.
Yeah, they gonna max out. So look at
winning it all.
I don't think they.
I expect them to beat Boston.
No, I don't see them beating Boston.
Well, Denver,
they could beat Denver. I don't think they could beat. No, Boston got too much
familiarity that's in favor of Boston.
Yeah, they got too much offense, I think. I mean, if you keep the games close with Boston, I think they could be got.
No, I think we got to blow them out.
No, because they don't.
No,
I only say that because
they got too much offense for you to blow them out.
There's no closer right now. Who's our closer?
Maxey and Embiid.
But
that's when the Sixers have the advantage as far as that, because it's like Nick Nurse gonna make it easier. Missoula ain't about to make it easier for Tatum.
They don't got to. Tatum and Brown can get it.
I mean, they not just terrible in the clutch, but they can be got in the clutch. They not like they still didn't solve their problem. They got rid of Marcus Smart. They thought they was gonna fit it. They didn't solve it for real. Drew Holiday he's not the guy. He's good, but I think he overrated. Drew is he's like a worse version of. He might be a worse version of Derek White, keeping it a stack.
Oh, side note. This is kind of going off script though. Do Klay Thompson deserve a Drew Holiday contract?
Yes, bro. Klay, he's
for just shooting.
Bro, Klay get a bad rap because the Warriors was just a bad team.
But he's gonna
they whiffed on the draft. Like the Warriors, and then they trying to be on 2 timelines at the same time. That shit is fucking Klay all up. If Klay was on the Sixers, if Klay was on the Lakers, if Klay was on Denver. Niggas ain't worried about Klay.
He's Grayson Allen, bro. He don't deserve a Drew Holiday.
Grayson Allen, but he just got extended.
Yeah, but he don't deserve a Drew Holiday contract.
What Drew get?
$100 million plus, for 2 years.
Draymond just got 100 last year
because he plays both sides.
So you don't think
Klay can't create shit?
But the fourth option, bro. That's it.
Okay, let me put it like this. Klay deserves that money if he's with a star that handles the ball.
He
needs 2 people on the court at all times that can handle the ball.
Klay Thompson go to the Pacers right now, and we watching the Pacers game.
Don't get
what?
He can't create.
He'd be perfect for the Pacers
when Halliburton gives him the ball.
That's what I'm saying. With Halliburton and what's.
But if you can't do nothing by yourself, what am I giving you that money?
He don't got to. Why would he go somewhere where he got to do something by himself?
What I'm saying is that's just part of the money why Drew Holiday got it.
I see what you're saying. They're going to give Klay that pedigree. Bro, it's the NBA. We've seen worse. We've seen worse. I see what you're saying. Are you asking me, should they or is it?
For a certain
I
team,
think it is going to happen. Should they? Probably not. But will they? Probably will.
Sixers, he can go.
The Magic.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, you didn't like that take?
Sorry, man.
My fault. Klay Thompson. All right, my fault. He getting that money. The dog has spoke. But no, I don't think so. Man. Certain teams. My fault.
I think Clay is going to get a contract from an Eastern Conference team, a young Eastern Conference team. Nah. So either I'm thinking about the Magic. I think the Magic would be able to use Clay.
The Magic is cool. See, the Clay, he a different cat though. He ticked a little different. Like when nigga that got 4 rings and money already, that's when like it comes down to preference. So when you say East Coast, the Magic is perfect. As much sense as it make for him to come to the Sixers, as much as I want him to come to the Sixers, I don't think. I think he takes less to stay with the Warriors versus playing for the Sixers.
And plus, I don't think the Sixers really make sense. I think the Sixers' biggest need is another creator, a wing creator. Paul George.
Yeah. H don't want Paul George.
On the Magic and not the Sixers.
Because the Magic got 10 point guards. They got Fultz, Cole Anthony, Franz. They got all these ball hands. They got no shooters, bro.
You're just naming people. They don't have no gravitational pull. I don't care
about it. Wouldn't be the best, but it made more sense than the Sixers.
How? Maxey and Embiid deserves a double team at all times. Name a player that's double on the Magic.
That's the point. But you still need Clay to put the ball on the floor, bro. It shouldn't get
just need all kick. Oh, the Magic, you gonna have to put the ball on the floor.
I don't think so. No, bro, they got all these guards. They got number ball handlers.
You're naming guards.
Markelle Fultz is a ball. Whether they're good or not, they play the position guard.
That matters.
Whether they're good or Markelle Fultz is a good distributor. Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, fucking Paolo,
a good distributor.
They got nothing. Franz Wagner. They got nothing but ball handlers over there. They need points. They need points.
A guard.
The Magic,
yes.
Bro, no, they don't. I disagree.
What? Jalen Suggs and all them are not good, bro? What are we talking about?
I wouldn't go. Bro, when we say good, what you mean? Because like they're a 5th seed playoff team. I feel like
because
these are good players.
Because of Pablo.
Bro, Pablo, what does Pablo average? 23? It's 22 and a half?
Pablo average 22,
it's by his
5 and 6.
Pablo's a good player. He's a very up and coming young good player. That's still a
whether it work or not, that's on execution. That's on a bevy of things. But what makes it definitely make more sense for Clay to go to Orlando than Philly. Even just like non-basketball shit. That nigga got a boat. He be on the coast. Like let me Clay a different cat, bro.
Let me tell you this.
He a free agent, right?
You know what Nick Batum just did for us? That would be Klay Thompson. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I do not agree. No, Batum's a way better defender than Klay Thompson.
Light years, you're talking about?
Way better.
You say this now because he's on our team. You wouldn't have had this respect for him if he was still in the Clippers.
I mean, obviously, I wasn't watching every Clippers game that came on at 10:30. I wasn't.
Klay got credentials. He did it.
No, he did it.
Yes.
Klay has more pedigree.
Yes. What are we talking about? Who's Nick Batum before the game?
Rather than spending $80 million, $100 million on a guy that could just spot up, shoot, I think the Sixers should use that money on a player that can create offense.
Yes.
Damn.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
Y'all talking about an infamous playoff? You don't show up.
No, his playoff number, that's a myth.
It's not a myth.
He ain't worse than. He ain't nowhere near Harden.
He ain't no Klay Thompson either. That's what I'm saying.
He stunk last playoffs.
I'm talking about when he did play well. Before his injury.
When?
The last good play.
Who was president?
Game was 2019.
Who was president?
Y'all taking Paul George over Klay.
H. Who was president?
Yeah, bro. And Paul George played defense.
What are you talking about? I don't know if you're talking about who's president. I don't know.
I'm saying how far ago was.
Klay played a meaningful game. Well, like. When's the last time Klay was in a meaningful? When's the last time Klay Thompson was in a game with stakes and he played well? Paul George was in one more recently when they went to the Western Conference Finals without Kawhi a few years ago. Well, we can move on.
Yes, because y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Moving on. So we kind of discussed some of the improvements the Sixers can make in the upcoming offseason. I was saying wing defender, wing creator, defender, a 2 or a 3 that can create.
What's an
score.
ideal offseason for the Sixers?
Ideal offseason? Well, they only got Embiid and Paul Reed on the contract next year.
That's cool.
So they got a bunch of cap room.
So they still got to extend Maxey?
Maxey still has to get extended. Maxey will get a ridiculous contract.
Yeah.
A ridiculous contract.
Daryl Morey is alive. Let me say that again. He said,
Yo.
I think we need a 4 to go, a perfect 4, not Tobias.
What would be a perfect 4H?
Someone like Nick Batum who has a quick release. First of all, construction of our team, we need everybody with quick releases. All this Tobias loading up. K can't get a shot off.
Right, I agree.
We need people who can shoot off their platform. Buddy Hield can't do that.
Nice spot
like
up
JJ Redick type of player. So I would say in the league right now, I mean, it's hard to find a good stretch 4. I don't know. I have to think on that one.
What about the guy from Utah?
Lauri Markkinen?
Lauri Markkinen.
He cost too much?
No, we got money. We got money.
We got a lot of money.
Depends how much
We got enough space for, I think, 2 max spots after Maxey.
I would have to see him on Chicago. I would have to look at his tape on Chicago to see how he played with a co-star. You know how that shit changes?
Yeah.
He's he's Tobias Harris all over again. On a bum team, making numbers. Do you think he can do certain things? He gets over here and don't hit no big shots.
Right now, he worth 18 M's right now.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so I take him for that.
That's a perfect number.
I take him for that.
He coming off a bad year.
Yeah.
So,
It could be expendable.
Yeah.
And another thing is, do we need to make any changes?
We do.
Wait, hold up. Now, the reason why I say that is because Jokic won his chip after the 8th year with the same squad. Damn near.
Right, you need that continuity. That's why
Gilbert Arenas made a valid point. Or was it, brother? Not Gil. It was Brandon Jennings. But he said,
those niggas.
yeah, but they said, I mean, every year, Embiid got a new team.
That's a good point.
Literally every year. And for real, Kelly Oubre, I like him. I like everybody on our team.
I think they should bring Kelly back.
For sure,
Because
Kelly.
he gave us something we haven't had a long time,
and
which
we're not going
is
to get another wing.
athleticism on the wings.
Buddy can go.
Yeah, buddy ain't.
Buddy can go.
He's only holding his team back. Like,
Unless he gives us a couple moments in these playoffs, then I reconsider. But as of now, that bull can go.
So what's the ideal offseason? What players are returning to the team?
first, well, Toby got to go. Got to increase.
Foregone conclusion.
Got to increase KJ Martin role. I expect to see him get some minutes next game because they got to start making that trade. The same way like how Denver did with Christian Braun and Peyton Watson. They started getting a little bit more minutes towards in the middle of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Get them ready for next year. After we get rid of Toby, same way they got rid of Bruce Brown, even though Bruce Brown was playing great.
I'll take him too.
Where he at? He in Toronto. Yeah, he just would be a better version of Patrick Beverly and Kyle Lowry Yeah, but Sixers I don't think they should really focus on that. You can get niggas like that in the middle of the year. Like they gotta get some more talent on the wing. Oubre nice, he can stay, but they need like some more talent on the wing.
I think what they need is guys to get buckets off the hop because we double and be swing.
Quick thinkers.
Now, can you either rise up and knock it down, or can you put the ball in the ground and get to a good shot?
Who's perfect for you know what I'm thinking of? It's this nigga in LA. Paul George. I can't even picture Clay doing none of that.
What you just said.
I didn't say we needed a wing. I said
No, but with the ball on the floor, quick decision. Clay can make a quick decision.
He's only making
can
one
release it
decision.
quick.
Clay's only making one decision.
Shooting.
Or he can
Shoot or
Anything
not
beyond
shoot.
that shit will go right off his
And
knee.
he don't need to be on his He don't need his shoulders don't need to be squared.
No, yeah, you're right.
He's a JJ Redick.
Hey, y'all might need y'all fuck around with D-Lo.
Oh hell no.
Nah,
Hell no.
nah.
Or a big point guard. Like a big point guard.
Let me see.
I don't
I'm looking at the free agent.
I don't think so either. H.
I
I
don't
think
trust Maxey at the point. I like
think-
him as a scorer.
No, he's a 2-guard.
I think Maxey's just fine at the point. Obviously because they're playing Kyle a lot, they don't trust him to run the team. Obviously, I think he's a fine point guard. Would you like to get another guy that can handle the ball? Yes, I think the perfect guy for that.
All right, so I just
is
pulled
Paul.
up. I just pulled up the free agents for the upcoming free agents this year for the forward position. You got Clay, Tobias, Harden, obviously not. Siakam, he's not going nowhere. Gordon Hayward is
No.
I don't know why OKC did that.
No,
DeRozan,
No.
interesting, but no.
because he is interesting, right? It depends how shit shake up.
Yeah,
No.
like last resort.
it gotta be at a fair deal.
No. He's in the
He ain't taking no
First,
free.
the same
He-
five did operate. Are we talking about basketball?
all right, you're right. Are we? He said we talking about basketball. All right, we got Covington already on the Sixers. Do you think you should keep Covington?
Injury prone. He old. He can kick around.
Burks, no, y'all not getting Monk. Too expensive. Royce
Would
O'Neal,
be perfect.
but he want bread. Monk is getting paid. He for gonna go to the Magic.
Now,
He for gonna go to the Magic.
Now we talking with the Monk to the man.
Royce O'Neal.
Rotational, not starter.
He's an okay NBA player.
Who's replacing Tobias is the question.
Bro, ain't no free agents. Ain't no free agents in the forward position this year. They're gonna have to make a trade.
Or go small.
Yeah, this name is getting real scarce. And then it's like, what's up with Embiid? Does he stay? Does he finish his career in Philly?
He ain't going nowhere.
He not going to the Knicks?
No, he's in tight.
What? Yo,
He not-
we in the middle
All right.
of
All right, my
a
bad.
very important playoff series for the Sixers.
My bad.
We talking about him going to the Knicks.
My bad, yo.
This is a 2018 conversation.
Yo. All right.
At the same time, when Clay was good too, 2018. But moving on.
Take us to the last sports topic, man.
Last sports topic of the day. Of course, we could not do our first pod without discussing America's favorite sport, football, the National Football League. As you know, I like the Sixers, which means I obviously like the Eagles. The Eagles' starting quarterback is Jalen Hurts. He had a subpar season last year. We can all agree on that. He had a subpar
That
season.
nigga stunk.
After a very good 2022 season where he led the Eagles a game short of a Super Bowl, we're trying to figure out who's the real Jalen Hurts. Is it this last year or is it 2022 when he was the runner-up for the MVP, Super Bowl performance and all that? Who do we think Jalen Hurts is? Where does he
Take it away.
where does he rank in the?
He's not top 5. I'm saying that now. My hot take is I compare. That's why these guys are laughing. I compared him to Tim Tebow before. That was me.
I get what you're trying to say, but you're not talking about like talent wise. You're just
No,
talking about like
Who he is as a
football
person.
makeup. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying. He's not a great. He's a winner. Just a guy that you.
great leader.
Yeah, like I'll run through the wall for this guy.
Guys
Yeah.
knows to say at the
But
mic.
as in top passer,
Head on forward guy.
hell no, he's not a top passer. He's not a top runner in the league. I ask y'all. So can tell me anything.
So
He's
what's
top
the-
at anything.
So the argument is he elite?
No.
And you think he's not?
No. It's
Now-
skill wise, character and all that.
But it's like
yes.
elite relative to what though? We talking
The
about
people
like
in
that's the question I need answered. What are we talking about elite?
compared to his counterparts.
If it's compared to his counterparts, he's obviously elite.
No.
Obviously,
quarterback in his division.
obviously, without a doubt. If we talking about in parallel to the top of the top, he's not elite. But there's only one quarterback that you can consider top of the top.
Well, I don't know if this is gonna make sense. What I'm saying is, right now I'm in this room with y'all, right? I can say I'm tall, but with y'all I'm not, right? That don't mean I can't get something off the top of the counter.
What?
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
if we talking about the other quarterbacks, what has Josh Allen done that Hurts hasn't done? What has Joe Burrow done that Hurts hasn't done?
You're talking about accolades, bro. Tom Brady wasn't the most talented quarterback. I would have said the same shit about him.
First, if we talking about accolades, Tom Brady has the most accolades as a quarterback.
But that's what you're using with your argument, as in what has Josh Allen done?
I think accolades is a great way to place a value on a player's production. If you can get accolades from the production.
False.
Sometimes people have empty production.
False. I believe. I'm sorry. Continue though.
I just don't see how you can say Josh Allen is elite or Burrow is elite or these other players is elite without saying Hurts is elite when they've done equal to the same amount of stuff. If we want to talk about talent, there's talented quarterbacks. Justin Fields is super talented. He can't hit a slant.
Okay.
Like, talent,
But
miss me
Justin
with the
Fields-
talent. Do you make the throws when it's time to make the throw? Do you make the play when it's time to make the play? That's what it's about. We can talk about talent all day.
I believe these new age quarterbacks, the running quarterbacks, the Justin Fields, the Jalen Hurts, it's not to their deficit. It's not their fault that they don't read the game as well as a Patrick Mahomes or say a Josh Allen. And
Reading the game is overrated. That is a statuesque skill set that went out the league when Brady retired.
It was more post snap than anything. Pre snap, overrated. Post snap.
Ain't none of these quarterbacks really reading anything. The coach says, hey, we're running this play. We're going to throw 40 people in motion. This guy should be open on this play. If he's not open,
now,
look for the other guy. And if he's not open, run.
you know one thing he hit me with on the ride here? How can you prove that? Now, you're just talking with your feelings, bro. You can't prove that.
What you mean, prove what?
Prove that these guys are not making reads. And
I mean,
making
obviously, I'm not in these rooms with the quarterbacks. But what I'm saying, from outside looking in, I don't think Tua is out there processing a bunch of stuff how Peyton or Tom or Roethlisberger was. I'm just saying in general. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are doing that.
Definitely is.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Andy is scheming it up. There's a play in the Super Bowl. There's a play in the Super Bowl to Rashee Rice where they came out with an all-out blitz and Andy knew, and they threw a crosser to Rashee Rice, and Shanahan almost popped a blood vessel because they did an all-out blitz. That's Andy. That's Andy. That's Andy.
That's amazing you see it that way.
I'm not saying Patrick ain't great. Patrick is an amazing player. What I'm saying is it helps when you have someone scheming it up so perfectly.
No, for sure. But I have to all I'm saying, we had this conversation off camera. Top 5 quarterback, you say Jalen Hurts is, right?
100%.
So give me anything that you can build the perfect quarterback and use any of his attributes.
That argument is silly.
No, I'm just not.
Because Dante Culpepper had the best arm in the mid 2000s. Exactly, but he had the best arm.
But what I'm saying is
he had the best arm, but it didn't really matter.
But what I'm saying is in that time, within that top 5, it was what Manning, Brady, who else at the time? It was a lot of dudes at that time. You wouldn't have took that Dante Culpepper. You're not saying
but bro, you just asked me name something a part of Hurts' skill set that he's the best at, and I just told you.
I don't think he has to be the best.
He doesn't have to be a best.
I don't think he has to be the best at something to be top 5. I think
you can't name no other top 5 players that you can't do that with. Name the top
But
five
that's
quarterbacks.
for the era we in, because like you said, like Dante Culpepper had the best arm, but he wasn't nobody's top 5. So it's like he don't. That's not necessary. Like, that's
You never heard that. I've never heard that in my life. Dante Culpepper had the strongest arm, especially when Brett Favre was in the league.
Bro.
no bro, yeah.
Bro,
No,
there was a stretch there where he was just throwing it as far as possible,
shit.
and Randy was just like, all right,
Real shit.
I'm gonna run under it.
It just
Okay.
You play man with Ray Lewis on
No,
it.
this is what we do. Y'all have good revisionist history, right? So, when we look back at this from 5 years now, from today, 5 years, we're gonna be like, if we had kids, our kids would be saying, "Oh my God, Two had the best arm in the league. He been throwing that. He was chucking that shit to Tyreek."
no, bro.
Kids don't know anything.
Bro, I remember.
You're talking from when you was a kid. What are we talking about?
No, but I've heard people talk like recently about Dante Culpepper and Randy Moss. It's like at a point they was just Dante had a strong arm, bro. Favre had a great arm too, but you know what else Favre had? A great fucking coach. Like,
Time out. Was his arm shorter than Vic's?
No, I was about to say it probably wasn't strong. It probably wasn't like when we say strong.
He was top 5.
You think Vic was top 5 at that
The
time?
Falcons?
a top 5 quarterback?
Top 5 quarterback?
No, he wasn't.
No, fuck no.
Talking about can't read a defense.
That's when we was a kid. Like that's when we was kids. We remember, but Vic wasn't. No, he wasn't top 5
Great player.
quarterback.
That's my point.
You know how it is when
Great player.
That's my point. That's where Jalen Hurts fell into. You're not.
So you
top
think?
5,
So where
you're
do you
a great
think Hurts?
player.
So you think he like what? Top 15 or something? Top
I'm gonna give
10?
him top 10.
That's not bad.
H.
I'm not
H.
saying
Please,
he's not
please,
top
please, please hand H the mic.
He's not top 5.
Give me the other 9 players.
I say he's top 10.
Give me the other 9.
I just know, bro. 9 women name 9 quarterbacks.
So you can see who, in case he above one of them.
I mean, we got.
Like he wanted.
I can't. You put me on the spot.
All right,
I don't know.
we'll go. All right, we'll go 10. I'll name 10 quarterbacks, and y'all tell me Hurts or not. Josh Allen,
I'll take Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Burrow or Hurts,
Toss up.
I agree.
Lamar Hurts,
Lamar.
Stafford Hurts.
Hurts.
I'm thinking Stafford.
Crazy.
What?
Crazy.
I'm thinking Stafford. Bro, you got a lot of faith in Hurts.
I do.
Stafford
I do.
was, bro, Stafford
I do.
coming out of college, #1 picks. Like, Stafford has all the makings of it. Like, the arm strength.
We talking about right now?
Right now? Yeah, bro.
Hurts.
Stafford had a better season than him last year, too.
Hurts.
Stafford had the worst O-line, worst weapons, and I think he had a better year than Hurts. Remember,
I like Stafford. But age and the fact that like
all right,
he doesn't have a back or a shoulder.
All right, some news that was Josh, Burrow, Lamar, Stafford. I'm not even gonna say Mahomes. Let's go Dak or Hurts.
The surprising toss up.
No, what I would say is, talent-wise, as throwing the ball, I may lean towards Dak. But as a person I want to be on the field with, who I will risk injury for, it hurts.
But I think we know what that comes down to. Too, I think it's because Dak now has a history of that, so it's like I want to take Hurts. Where it's like Hurts 2 more years of not winning nothing. They niggas gonna be like, I don't know. I don't matter what you say at the mic, because Dak is good at the mic too. Dak do everything Hurts do except execute at this point.
What's Hurts' best quality about himself is his demeanor, but it is also, like we talked before, that can hurt him. Dak don't have that calm demeanor.
Right, Dak is he shows emotion more.
I feel like he's an overthinker, so therefore that leads to his destruction.
Same with Lamar.
Jalen Hurts, I'm here. I'm just in the moment type time, and whatever happens, happens. I'm always going to work hard to get back here, so it's not going to affect me. But talent-wise, throwing the ball, I'm taking Dak. You're tripping.
I personally think we are putting too much emphasis, this is about to sound crazy.
Yeah, come back a little bit.
We are we are putting too much emphasis on throwing the football.
As a quarterback.
As a quarterback, we're putting
Catch that.
we are putting too much emphasis
You hear me?
on throwing the football. And the reason why I say that is because, like, just because it looks aesthetically nice when someone throws the football doesn't make it like better than the person who's just getting it done. I like players who get it done. Like, it could look nice all it want. Do you get it done or not? Do you get it done or not? Julio always looked better playing receiver than Larry. Larry just caught the 3rd and 12s, crossed the middle. Bro, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's about getting it done. It's not about who throws the prettiest go ball, who throws the best out route. Are you hitting the receiver in stride?
Tua gets it done.
No. But
Tua hit the receiver in stride.
But I agree with what you're saying, but that's what I think that's what makes Hurts elite. It's not me throwing
Which makes what you said
what
he's
makes him elite. I never said he wasn't elite. I said his talent is not elite. What he brings to the field is not elite. But his demeanor, to be under fire and still not scream, that's elite. I'm screaming if I'm on.
Isn't that like a top 3 skill set you should have as a quarterback though? If we talking about skill sets.
Yes.
Isn't that like a skill that
matters? Yes.
No, Josh getting those moments.
He's under pressure.
Yes.
That boy, shit up his back like a newborn baby.
I agree with you. But I believe Josh Allen also gets me out of situations Hurts can't get me out of.
Josh is putting you in those situations
to begin with.
I understand that. It's a catch-22.
That nigga's a suicide bomber.
It's a catch-20. It's a catch-22. I mean, I just think Josh also gets you out of the moments. We all have players like that. To get you in moments, but they also get you out of them. That's why he gets the contracts, bro. Hurts. I don't believe Hurts can. He got the most talented roster in the league, right? Outside the 49ers.
Okay.
And you put Josh out. You put any other quarter. Be honest with yourself, Juice. And look in the camera when you say
put
it.
Josh Allen on the
Eagles. What's going on? Look in the camera when you say it, because you know what's going on.
Josh Allen on the Eagles.
But AJ Brown,
better or worse?
Same.
Here you go.
Same.
Josh Allen on the Eagles, bro. That fucking tush, bro. They would remix the shit out of that tush push. That shit'd be a fucking. Josh should start off under that joint, roll off that joint. Next, Kelsey. Next thing you know, Lane Johnson caught a fade.
The reason why, probably not this year, but last year, why the Eagles' offense was so good is because Hurts was not a good, he was a great decision maker. Because it was such an option-based offense. It's like, all right, do I hand it to Miles?
Right.
Do I grab the ball?
But this is the thing, though, bro. If they got Josh, it's not even going to be an option-based offense no more. It's going to change. Now you got Josh, you can open it up a little more, and it's not going to be. Now he just back there in the gun. If you got Josh, now you back there in the gun. You got niggas spread out, Smitty.
But the valid question you should ask me: What do I value more? Is it the mindset or the skill set?
Right. All right, and for the makeup of that Eagles team, it's mindset. Because if Josh start throwing them picks and he start going to that podium talking about some fucking.
Philly gonna turn on him. AJ gonna turn. Look at Diggs. You know what I'm saying?
There was something going on there.
Yeah. It was more to it, but I'm just for the sake of
if that shit had happened in Philly, yeah, you're right. They probably the same. You're probably right. All right, with this Lamar, and this is the last point, and then we moving on.
I'm not a Lamar hater, but I just don't believe in Lamar as much as y'all do.
So Lamar on the Eagles, better or worse?
Same.
I think they better. But I also think Lamar is the perfect Baltimore Ravens quarterback. So I can't even picture him on another team. He's like fit for that team.
My hot take is he's never going to win. Never going to win a bowl.
And you know it's crazy. Lamar is my man. I think I'm like the most objective fan ever. I think if we even do win a chip, I don't think it's going to be because he throws 45 touchdowns, and this is going to be last year was supposed to be the year. It was supposed to be a well-rounded Super Bowl win. Lamar throw for maybe like a deuce, 2 touchdowns,
Run for one.
Run, you know what I mean? Defense. That's what I'm saying.
I could take them as a winner for that. Yeah.
And I'm not saying, I never said Lamar was going to win throwing 50 touchdowns, and no.
But that was my whole argument, though. I never said I didn't like him. I just said them guys.
He's not going to win like how Mahomes win his.
Different style of play.
But Mahomes don't even win like that.
Yeah, if I say, because Mahomes don't, you go look at his Super Bowl stats, they cool. Yeah, they ain't all that. But that lets you know how hard it is to win a fucking Super Bowl.
Then you gotta be lucky. Well, moving on. That was the sports segment of the show. We are now moving into pop culture, music. First on the docket is Drake, Kendrick Lamar. I'm tired of talking about this. We haven't even talked about it yet.
That shit getting weird. It's because it's like I'm getting tired of all the affiliates making it about them. It's like it'll be a West Coast DJ nigga talking about it's gonna be spooky tomorrow. This post has been deleted. It's like what are you doing? What are y'all niggas talking about? Like this shit just getting. It's the fans making it weird. Like.
And I think it's more of a publicity stunt at this point. I think they copying off what the media is doing, like the YouTubers, the podcasters, and making narratives, fake narratives. I don't think they really beefing it.
Oh, you think it's fake?
I think it's all clout. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you know why? Before you say anything, the reason why I say that is because everybody was saying hip hop was dying.
That's a great point because that.
The real beef.
It seems. I see what you mean. It seems manufactured. It seems manufactured. Like even though it is like animosity, they probably They probably leaning into it a little bit more. I can see that.
I want to make a disclaimer before we talk about music. I am a struggling, inspiring rapper. So everything I say over here.
What have you done?
I am a struggling, inspiring rapper. All comments I make are very jaded and subjective to my point of view as a struggling, aspiring rapper. Disclaimer.
Yeah, I think it's a publicity stunt. That's what everybody's doing now. If you watch any type of podcast, they're making stories to say we're beefing, so everybody clickbait type stuff.
Once you get the people there, they pretty much stay there because of the way all these algorithms is now. But fucking I think the Ross and Drake shit not that much real. I think it's probably I won't say it's manufactured. I think it's I don't know. I think it's a teeny bit manufactured from Ross' side. I think when they got him to come on the first Metro album and get off his rocks, but did he diss Drake on the album?
He did not. He did not.
So how did the Ross and Drake shit first start? No, Ross unfollowed Drake because of the cease and desist. But I feel
then Drake invited his ex to the show.
But I feel like it was something before that.
No, Drake dissed him in the.
No, it was Tia Kemp was live before all of this saying Ross had secret animosity for Drake.
Right.
And now she looks like a fucking Nigradamus. But I don't think that was manufactured per se, but I think Ross saw an opportunity because now he got his car show coming up. He put the diss on whatchamacallit. So I think he saw that he can benefit from it in real time. So I don't think it's fake, but I think like once it started happening, it's like, well, fuck it, the ball rolling. Let's keep it going. Let me upload this chong. Car show coming up, BBL Drizzy. So I think Ross leaned in.
BBL Drizzy is crazy.
That's
crazy.
He said you don't got that 6-pack no more. That's why you wearing all that funny shit at your shows.
I think this is the first, not the first rap beef, but the most predominant rap beef to take place fully on the internet. And I think that's the part that's like crazy to me. Is because all the rap beefs before, it was like, there's a chance this might spill out into like a real thing.
Right.
Or not just a real thing, like these people are going to bump into each other at a BET Awards, at a...
They're not going to bump.
They're never going to bump into each other.
Kendrick be hiding, bro.
I ain't going to speak to that part. But I think the internet part of it has made it super watered down, and it's like it's starting to feel a little corny. And as much as in the moment I ain't like the Cole thing, I think now, like as the days go by and the times go by, he look a little bit smarter than like getting into this because it kind of feels silly.
Because all this shit is pretentious. All this shit is just like
it don't feel
very weird. It's like you got, and then Metro just looks even weirder. I think Metro, he looks weird out of all of this. It's like now you got this Ye verse, but like that verse, and then Ye went on there, not even trying to get good bars off, just trying to get his issue off.
the stir the pot.
He not even getting no real good bars off. Just talking about J. Cole make the coochie dry. I can't think of a Drake line, which is a lie. But anyway, I'm not even here to cape for Drake. That's how you know Ye just came because Ye's a narcissist. He's just trying to make this shit about him as well.
No, he's the biggest narcissist.
Everybody's trying to make it about them.
Yeah.
This shit is weird. And then Cole, he does look you can just tell he not into all this shit. And that's why I kinda don't think Kendrick gonna respond. Like, do you add, because bro, we talked about this before, like Drake having to get down into the mud and play.
Yeah.
Drake is in the mud playing. Now it looks weird. I don't
Looks
think
very
Kendrick
weird.
gonna get in the mud. Like, not now at least.
And-
You're gonna have to wait.
And for me, like if he, I would like for him to respond just so we could put a bow on this. Like put a bow on this, but like honestly, it feels so corny to me now. It don't really matter to me at this point. It's like both of y'all still gonna tour, both of y'all still gonna have y'all fan bases.
Right, like nobody's like back
There's
then,
no ramifications.
There's no real
ramifications to it. So
like y'all beef. That's real. And then Drake ain't nothing really going top the blackface shit. So
Nah.
it's like if he's
Nah.
still here after that, and I think Drake know that. So it's like that's why I don't think he really scared of Kendrick. 'Cause it's like he's like, all right, push and pull it up. First of all, the blackface wasn't even the craziest part. He had on a Jim Crow fit, insane. He had a Jim Crow tee to match the hoodie.
that was nuts.
Man. We can move.
So Drake did put out another diss record after the first initial diss record, and this diss record contained AI vocals from Tupac and Snoop Dogg. How do you guys feel about AI and music? Is it dangerous? Is it too much?
I think when we start talking about stuff like that, we sound old. I ain't gonna be that old guy because coming up, people would have said this and that about people ghostwriting and stuff like that, and that came to light. I feel like AI is similar to ghostwriting.
I think the AI shit can be dangerous just off the strength of like it phasing out real artists. Like you already got motherfuckers making all these songs and not getting paid from streaming. So like, what happens when one of these music execs figure out the perfect way to roll out an AI artist? But the only reason why, all right, so there's two things to that. So it's like they could roll out, say they roll out an AI artist and give like fans something to listen to. Say it's good. You know, at the end of the day, the shit is good.
It's good.
It's good. But the only reason why I think it kind of won't work though is because fans right now, that's why we have stan culture now, because fans, they feel like these artists are an extension of themselves. Like these artists represent them. So it's like your people's favorite artists put out trash shit all the time and they still keep their fans because, you know, like you got Instagram and all these other things that make you feel like you know a person. When you think you know a person, then you really feel like they're an extension of you. Like you're living through them or whatever, or vice versa. I don't know. But that's why I don't think the AI shit can fully work, because you pull out an AI rapper and the music good, but it's like I follow him on IG. He ain't with no bitches. Like the AI rapper, he ain't popping it in the club. He ain't arguing with niggas on Twitter. Like he don't got a sense of humor. Like he don't really like.
You need that?
Huh? Yeah, bro. Because that's what allows fans to like really like
Relate?
Like, yeah, bro. That's how you like Meg Thee Stallion, bro. I don't think she makes good music at all, but these girls relate to her.
But
they love her. I don't think she makes anything catchy. But early on, she had a few catchy songs, but now
You're just
not
saying
so
that with
much.
social media area. Before we didn't know the artists.
But even then,
we had an idea of it. We didn't know him as well as we do now.
For AI,
But it's not a real thing. So it's like,
But it's a person behind the computer.
But that person is never going to show themselves. Then it's not AI anymore.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It's still
Like what I'm saying is,
that big a deal.
what I'm saying is like if they roll out AI, it's like, yeah, this is the AI artist. I mean, Sergio, and it's like, all right, cool. The music is good, but it's like he ain't going on Instagram Live, and now trending in the morning because he had strippers on there and his girl came in on the live and all the shit Lil Baby and Jada Way to go through, like real life shit. The fans love that shit. Like when you're AI, it's nothing that can like bring the fans in and like attach them to you. It's nothing to like keep them there. It's just the music. If it's AI, it's just the music.
The
I don't think that's enough.
music hasn't been enough since like '98.
Real shit.
Like I think the human part of it is what makes people. That's why when artists die,
Yes, yeah.
people love the music so much more after, because you like, oh, this is real. Like this is like a real thing that this person left behind.
Real shit.
So I think the realness. I think at some point we do gotta draw the line. We gotta draw the line and be like try to protect something. I'm saying, I feel like as a culture, as music, I be feeling like sometimes we just be letting evolution take its course. Like, all right, like streaming cool, ringtones cool, like let's just adapt.
Right,
Money. It's just like, yo, at some point, country was dominating the charts for the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever. And that's because country preserved it. Like, it's like the country music now, it got different alterations to it, but it's at its core, it's still the same thing.
Right.
I feel like with hip hop, with the music sometimes, I feel like we be getting too far away from the actual point,
Right.
the actual core of it. You know what I'm saying?
Like Yeet and Playboy Cardi.
Yeah,
I like them, I respect it, but it's like,
let's not get too far from like what we fell in love with. Like niggas fell in love with a nigga. Nah, bro. But the shit we love the most is the shit that connect with that. All the songs that sample the songs that we love.
Music video.
All the music videos that callbacks to the music videos we used to love. It's just like we know what we love, but it's just like we don't.
We don't know.
I think we do.
How do we know what we love? Because,
bro,
these groups.
Bro, I can put on Mario, Let Me Love You right now. You gonna sing it? I'm gonna say we all gonna sing it. We all love the song. It's not music. Music ain't scientific, bro. It's
music is whatever.
It's feel.
Yeah, it's a feeling. So if AI can produce the feeling, it's still.
But AI can't produce the feeling.
No, wait, time out.
It can't produce the feeling.
Who says it didn't produce the feeling already? Again, because we don't know how this.
Because I heard that Drake shit, and I was like, "This shit's ass."
No, what I'm saying, I'm not talking.
But he rapped it though. Are you talking about like some AI from scratch? Like
generated.
The only thing AI from the Drake shit was the voice. Ace is talking about the content being made from AI.
We don't know.
You can tell.
You
can tell when something is earnest, when something is honest, when something is from like a real place. You can tell, like
we've all been lied to. We can't tell. We can just go from our gut. I can respect your gut feeling, but that doesn't. A feeling is a feeling, bro. Like
we need to protect the music. It's one of the few resources we got. And if we let somebody from Silicon Valley be like, all right, I'm gonna create a song.
Stay there, Silicon Valley. And this takes me to another point, like, and this is why we need fresh and younger lawmakers. Like, everyone in office is fucking 65 and up. They don't understand technology. There need to be laws around this.
Yes.
It need to be like, all right, say we do, it can be a world where it is AI music, but it's like plastered like this is an AI artist. Like, don't try to roll it out and then have people thinking like it's a real person. It's not. Y'all know it's not a real person, but y'all not saying it. Like, have that shit like be differentiated. I mean, so
clear.
If it's like, that's why we need more like younger lawmakers. These old people, they don't know shit. They don't. This is why this TikTok shit is getting weird, because everyone in that fucking office, nobody knows how the fucking internet works. So I remember when that AMC shit happened with the stock and all that, and all them niggas got rich overnight.
You remember that shit? And what they did was technically like illegal, I guess you could say. When they all went to court for that shit, there's a documentary on Netflix about it. These motherfuckers was interviewing the kids like, so how many people were here when you said to buy the AMC joint? They said, how many people were there? He said they didn't know how to answer the question because they went live or a stream where it was like had access to like 1 million people at once, but the stream stays up, so it's access to more people. And how many people sent that? It's like, I don't fucking know. Y'all asking me how many people was there.
I think that goes to show how, as a society, we're not catching up to the technology.
Yes, we're moving way too fast.
Moving too fast, and that's dangerous. And a lot of and some stuff is here because because of evolution. Like football. They can't play football how they play football in 02. They can't.
Like,
but
not wrong.
But at its core, it's still football.
Let me ask you this:
the more physical team is going to win.
AI generated anything in a DJ?
Because a DJ,
DJ's Phil.
A DJ can be.
A DJ's Phil.
People go out in the city and they have their favorite DJs on Instagram and they follow them.
I'm not talking about success or not success. I'm just saying, what's the difference?
A
DJ is a person.
DJ is what I'm saying is he's generating the music that he didn't make. He's putting a different twist on there, and spinning it and whatever.
AI don't know when the dance floor is starting to mellow out. So it's like, all right, I probably should turn this on. Let me turn on a little bit of.
What I'm saying is, someone who did not make the song is in control of the song. Is what I'm saying. My understanding of AI is, say it's a rap sheet or whatever, and you put that rap sheet in there and it spits out the way it should go. Mm-hmm. To me, that's the same way of a DJ would do to a J. Cole song or whatever song it may be. Spin it here, do this here, do that here, and now for real, in the club is a whole new song.
By age,
and it's producing a different feeling.
AI doesn't do that. AI is taking the information that it has, and it's like you gotta give it information,
and that's coming from a person.
The DJ, you give them the record. Mm-hmm. This is my original record.
But that requires feel. I think the feel part is what I'm trying to.
Break out,
it's like feel. It's like they don't know. Like, oh, we're in.
It's 1 o'clock and the shit almost over.
No, because a 1 o'clock party in Philly is different from a 1 o'clock party in LA.
True.
Y'all focus.
So it's like it's up to the DJ to be like, oh, this isn't like a predominantly black crowd. I maybe need to get in this bag a little bit more. I need to get in this bag a little bit. It's a feel thing.
I think you're missing my point. I'm saying I'm not focused on the feel. I'm focused on it being changed. And it's not being changed by the originator person. And it's being twisted up and all that. All I'm saying is y'all don't like that y'all being faked out, basically. Saying this is a fake artist, cool, right? Mm-hmm. That DJ is not an artist. Mm-hmm. And he's reproducing this song and he's making it a feel.
I don't agree.
All right,
I don't agree because I think the DJ. When you come into a party and you see the DJ, you know what the DJ is here to do. The DJ is here to spin the records.
And that's the same thing AI.
No, AI. You don't know what AI is doing. You don't know what AI is doing. It's similar to I think AI is hand in hand with how the internet is going now. The internet used to be you go on there and you share what's going on in your life. Mm-hmm. Now it's more so, let me curate this clip and put it out into the world to get attention. So the hip hop blogs, they're not even like trying to give you proper or correct information. They just want to give you shit for you to interact with it. And I feel like it's fake. It's like the same with the AI. It's just like you just giving me shit. Like this shit don't even make sense. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you doing this.
Like academics supposed to be like, Saweetie.
Like it just be silly shit. I'll be like, yo.
Saweetie goes live last night and shows off her blonde wig. It's like.
So you said I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Everything doesn't need to be a study. And basically AI is the study form of music. And you would rather have a genuine feeling than something that's basically. I think the music records are going through Googles or whatever. Every rapper who wear red get this amount of views, right? Mm-hmm. instead of you doing that study, you rather you just wear red and just go off normally? That's what you're saying?
Bro, I feel like everything we got as a people, obviously, it's been like somebody had to curate it. Somebody had to like make it look a certain way to get it off. But at its core, it's about personal expression. It's about a person who has I wouldn't know what New York feels like if I didn't hear a Wu-Tang song or hear a Nas song or hear a Jay-Z song. I wouldn't know.
But hear me out though. If right now, I did this earlier. If I look up top 5 Google searches for Philly, that don't give me a roundabout what everybody looking for.
Bro, honestly, I don't really get what you're saying,
That's
bro.
AI.
What, the Google search?
AI is what is this city looking for? And if I make a rap about cars, it's gonna go crazy over
I think
here
I see what you're trying to say.
because they're studying it. It's a study now. We have enough material that
He's saying if AI got enough information and it's good, then it don't matter.
I don't think it's ever going to be good though,
Okay, all right. Yeah.
because and I think we get doing that.
Yeah, that should be good.
I do want to get this last topic off because you spoke about it when we first walked in. So earlier today or yesterday on Twitter, Jill Scott, and I'm gonna pull the tweet up too. Jill Scott had something to say about Chris Brown. Chris Brown's beef with Quavo. Whatever, I don't know. But she had a tweet about Chris Brown. And the tweet sparked a lot of outrage.
I think I got it. I could probably pull it up. Shit.
So on the tweet, Jill Scott says, Chris Brown is amazing. How does anybody sing like that? Dance, look, act, and rap like that? She glazing. Beyond gifted, it appears exceptional people have to go through exceptional fire. There's nothing to debate. Chrissy LCSW responded and said, I think the woman he's abused would disagree. Jill Scott replies, I doubt it. My mother's ex-husband was a mean, violent human, and he could lay foundation better than anyone in my city.
Yo.
This is an old lady, like an OLE, not OLD. Sorry, Joe. I'm a struggling rapper, sorry. What he did with the semen was awe-inspiring. We got away. He got a raise and a praise for his ability. God dealt with the rest. So a lot of people were attacking Jill about her showing love to someone who, has an abusive history. Mm-hmm. How do you guys feel about redemption? Or about, people doing something terrible, and then should they still be held accountable for that terrible thing they did?
Well, Chris, first of all, Rihanna forgave Chris Brown already. Second, that doesn't obviously that doesn't mean we all, but this is when shit get weird, because it's like, who do people think they are to I don't forgive Chris Brown? It's like, who the fuck are you? Come on, that don't matter for one. If Chris Brown and Rihanna is good, cool. I mean, and then another thing is like you said, do you want a redemption? It's obviously there's certain shit you can't come back from, but we gotta understand that night when Chris Brown and Rihanna fought, they was fighting. It wasn't like he just beat her ass and she just laid there. It's like, all right, yeah, he's a man. He shouldn't have did that anyway, but whatever. That shit happened so long ago. If Jill Scott want to shout out Chris Brown, she can shout out Chris Brown. I don't, at some point, I don't know, man. We can't, how long we going to hold that nigga accountable for that? How, I don't know, man. This shit's weird.
I think everybody do deserve second chances. I believe the outrage of this is because when you're talking to Twitter, you're talking to everybody.
Oh, God.
And unfortunately, you're talking to abusive people who have been abused. So this may not be taken as well. So, pretty much she just took her shot. She had said what she said.
And let me, I don't even know if I tweeted this earlier, but that speaks to my other point about like, for all the individualism we have in this world today, everybody doing their own thing, everybody wants to be so different than the next person. You would think one person, Jill Scott, being one individual, you would think her, giving respect or whatever to Chris Brown, you would think that would be okay with all the individualism. Like, let her just do her. I mean, like.
I think this is another case of projection.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This is case 2088
Yo.
of projection. I think people are projecting things on a jail. And abuse is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? People are in abusive relationships, verbally, physically, mentally abusive things. And, and there's a lot of victims and there's people who need to, get some accountability for that abuse that they caused to people. And I think once you see somebody like Chris, who's something we can all point to, a person we can all point to, like, yo, he abused somebody.
Right.
We can be like, yo, let's not support him. He's a signifier for the other abusers in the world to us.
Who think they can continue to be successful.
Yeah.
But it's like Chris Brown took accountability for it. He never once he didn't try to deny it or say let's move on. He never did any of that shit. So it's like I don't think he'd be like a signifier for like those group of people.
And I think another thing I gleaned from this is that, as H was saying earlier, it's like when you're speaking to Twitter, you're speaking to everybody. So when you're speaking to everybody, there's going to be a percentage of people, no matter what you do, they're not going to like you. It's over. They already made their mind up. It's done. They hate you.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a sector of people who love you. And,
there's going to be some people
who just don't care.
Yeah, who don't care.
Yeah.
You can sway them.
Since, what's the name died? Who's the couple that was abusive before?
Who died?
Whitney and Bobby?
Bobby. Now, what I'm saying is, I believe that it's always a poster. Whitney and Bobby was a poster of abuse. Once they was gone, they had to replace that. Chris Brown's going to be the poster until he's down. Until he's gone. Unfortunately. Bobby can never outrun that. He could never out.
Whitney?
Huh?
He was being Whitney.
Or maybe that's the right couple, right?
No, you think about Ike and Tina.
I can see that.
Right.
No, they was just having a good old time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But
Whitney was having a good old time.
They was a poster for that.
Rest in peace, Whitney Houston.
Yeah. But yeah.
I am a struggling rapper.
Yeah, I just think they need a poster until someone else take that spot. He always gonna be like that. Just for football, Ray Rice when he did that shit. You're the poster, you can't come back.
Yeah.
The Jonte Porter, you the poster, you can't come back.
Yeah. You get made an example of.
Yeah. So he unfortunate.
I'm not telling anybody to forgive Chris Brown. I'm not telling anybody to love Chris Brown, to hate Chris Brown. I'm just saying, form your own opinion.
And stop sharing it.
Yeah, like it's
Get
just,
a group message. Like, what the fuck?
It's just.
And we gotta stop giving light to the shit like that too. It's like Jill shouldn't even never engage with that shit.
No, she should have set her tweet and went about it. But yeah,
the fact that she gave any type of credence to it, it's like amplified it even a lot more.
Yeah.
People who are apathetic about the whole Chris Brown Rihanna thing, it's like, oh, now you just sparked something in them to care. So it's like, just move on. I mean, I don't know if you could put this in the front of the video. Forgive us. We got 2 mics right now. A third one will be here shortly. So you see it handing us off. We gonna
get it right.
We're gonna get it right. Don't even worry about it. Just, all right, it's Uncle P talking.
So that concludes Not Safe for Work podcast episode 1. Thank you for spending this time with us. Again, I go by your host, Juice Elliott, and I'm here with the homies.
Ball Piz.
H, the truth is in the details.
Yo.
This slogan.
We'll see you next week to discuss all things sports, music, and entertainment. Be safe out here. Love.